Hey everyone, I know it's been a few days, but we are finally back. Welcome to the channel, you guys. This is episode 22 of Path of the Samurai. I'm the Godless Gamer. Some things to talk about, but we'll get the game going here. Off screen, I gave Llewellyn his own party, so congratulations, Llewellyn. And in your place, because you were my quartermaster, I made Kojiro Sasuke my quartermaster, and Kojiro Sasuke actually has really good stewardship, so my party size has recovered a bit. It's not as high as it once was. I think we got up to like 260, 270 or something like that. Um, I think that's what it was. 260, 270, something. We're at 230 now, and I did a ton of recruiting off screen. I'm trying to replace my Dragoons, because that's the formation that needs the most help, but I just don't have the capacity for it. But my distribution, my army composition is pretty much perfect, except for the Dragoons. I still want a few more, though. That's why I have still a little bit of extra space. I wouldn't mind losing some of my infantry to get Dragoons, but um, in terms of my party, we're fine. Here's Llewellyn. He's doing the exact same thing that Hattori Hanzo and T-Nex did when I gave them parties. They're just hanging out in this one village. I joke that there must be some, like, banging village woman here that it's like once once I give you your independence, it's like a rite of passage that you have to come to this village to bang the lady that lives here. It's the only explanation I can come up with as to why you guys are always just chilling in this village. But I only just created this party, Llewellyn, that's why you're so low. But you do have a decent party size, it's just really low right now. Your max party size is 142, which is pretty good. And then Kojiro Sasuke, here you are. You're serving as my new quartermaster. You have 80 stewardship, which is actually really nice. And then everybody else has their same roles. Nothing else has changed besides my quartermaster. So congratulations, Llewellyn. You're on your own. By the way, you three, for the most part, I'm going to let you do your own thing and be autonomous. I don't care if you join other armies or fight other parties on your own. That's totally fine. The only time I'm going to gather everybody together is if I'm trying to take a settlement. That might happen today, because we're fighting a new enemy. We're fighting the Mori now. We're not fighting the Miyoshi anymore. And I've had my eyes on Himeji, because I'm trying to consolidate all of my territory here. I still have territory out here, but I want the focus of my power to be over here, since we have Kyoto. So I'm trying to focus all of my power in this area around the capital. I have Nara, I have Sakai, I have this castle that I'm not really crazy about having. I was going to try to give this to a companion, but I don't have the ability to do that because I'm not the faction leader. So I just have a random castle, but I don't want to give it away to the faction. There's no point. I'll hold on to it. It's right next to my city, so I'll just hold on to that castle. But we took everything that we were trying to from the Miyoshi, and now that we're fighting the Mori, the next settlement that I'm thinking about taking is Himeji, but I'm not going to start the episode by doing that. But that will be a time when I gather everyone together. If you're not already in armies, Hattori Hanzo is already part of another army. Llewellyn, you're too small to have joined anybody yet. And then T-Nex is in another army. Damn it. Whatever. Enjoy your freedom, boys. You've earned it, okay? Enjoy not having to take orders from me constantly. And Llewellyn is getting sloppy thirds on the woman that lives here. Like, you would just get recruiting done faster if you just kept bouncing around, so I'm just still not understanding that behavior. Why the AI does that. Unfortunately, there aren't any samurai that I could recruit around here. I do have a few Haku Riku G samurai. I took these guys on because I can turn them into dragoons. But I have to rely on taverns still to get a lot of dragoons. And I can't really replace a lot of my Portuguese foot soldiers because I have to be in a friendly city to check the taverns there, you know? Alright, there's an army of 719. Oh, no, they're assaulting. They're assaulting. If I jump on them now, I won't have a chance to deploy... I won't get to deploy my men because they built the siege camp already. So let's just wait for them to take some losses. I'm gonna wait for... I'll wait 12 hours till we get daylight again. So starting the episode with a pretty decent-sized battle. It's going to be on farmland, and farmland battlefields are notoriously unpredictable. I can't predict whether we're going to get a big one or a small one, so let's hope we get a big one. Bigger is better, as they say. Okay, so it's noon. They're down, so let's get them to 500. It's close enough. Alright, there we go. Alright, first battle of the day. Let's see if it's a large battlefield. I won't get to deploy my men, so it better be a large battlefield. And then the garrison's going to come out to help us, so they might act as a pretty decent distraction for me to deploy my men. Ooh, we have an open battlefield. Ooh, we got the best one. We got the best one. This is like my favorite farmland battlefield because it's open. I have some time to deploy, and what's really nice about this is that I can set up my infantry in front of my gunners, so we won't take any gunner losses if I use this little hill here. Okay. And then we need to get our dragoons up there. When we fight a battle where we deploy our men, I have to shift captains around because I have to make JCav the leader of these guys. Because Llewellyn's gone. Unfortunately, our allies are retreating behind us, but I'm not giving up this position. I have a very small melee cav formation. Let's get him over here. I can't tell if they're closing on us. Bang, 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 bang. Yep, they are. They are. Alright, while I have some time before the engagement, I just wanted to mention, because I haven't mentioned this in a while, I've been watching One Piece. I'm up to like 230? I think that's what the episode was. So many things have happened. I've gone through so many different arcs. Some of the arcs were really enjoyable. Some of them not so much. But I've gotten to an interesting point in the show. Just not to spoil things, because I need to be careful. But I think... I don't know, I won't spoil too much. I'll be as vague as possible. The best way I can say it is that Usopp and Luffy are having their falling out. And I'm just gonna say this, I'm happy they're having a falling out. Because I hate Usopp, I hope we never see him again. He's like my least favorite character in the entire crew. It hasn't been resolved yet, and I have a feeling they're gonna make amends with each other and they're gonna become friends again, but I'm hoping that they don't, because I don't want to see Usopp again. I don't like him. Alright, we're gonna have to fight a lot of infantry, because my allies didn't take any losses. I'm seeing a lot of samurai in here, which isn't good. Which is why I feel the need to help my men here. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of samurai. It's not just Ashigaru. At the very least, their ranged units stayed away. They stayed apart from their infantry. If they had stuck with their infantry, they might have been able to overwhelm us, but they didn't, so... Alright, some of my European gunners are getting killed. Whatever, it's okay, it's okay. Successful engagement, and now our allies are coming after we took all the losses. And if that's gonna happen, I'm just gonna get my men back. I'm gonna get everybody back. Let them YOLO at their range units. My men took enough losses. I'm afraid to press tab and see how many deaths we've... 22. Most of them were infantry, and that's okay. The infantry are kind of designed to take losses, because that's when they get involved in a melee, and I can't really mitigate losses when my soldiers are in a melee. Like, I can't really do much about that. Once they're in the melee, it's out of my hands. These are allied Portuguese soldiers, they're not mine. Three Portuguese captains died, 1 Portuguese adventurer, 3 of my dragoons, 4 of my dragoons. Acceptable. Acceptable losses. If I had gone further back on the battlefield, if I had set up here, for instance, the enemy would have been able to engage, and then they would have been out of the field of fire once they got behind this little ridge. So if I set up here, my gunners wouldn't be able to engage them for a long time. I hope that makes sense. But only 22 deaths. It's acceptable. A victory is what matters. I think we captured like 6 or 7 lords there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So we're just heading back to sell stuff and sell our prisoners, and then maybe find some soldiers in the tavern. I might even go to Kyoto, because I need to go to Kyoto to maybe get some Portuguese soldiers. We won't find those in Osaka. Nope, nothing. I hope the city can afford all my loot, but first we'll buy more mounts. Make sure they're pinned. Yep, we're good. Sell everything. How much money are we leaving on the table? Only 5 grand that we're leaving on the table. And since that's the case, I'd be willing to part with some of this food, because I don't want to get weighed down. Speed is one of my advantages, staying as a single party, because, like, for example, if I were to bring T-Nex and Hattori Hanzo and Llewellyn into my army, sure, we'd have numbers, but I wouldn't be able to get around as quickly, which is a liability, so... Another reason why I want to stay on my own. And Llewellyn is still banging this woman. He's more focused on banging the woman than he is recruiting. Have you taken some losses? Llewellyn, you dirty boy. Nope. And I'm not willing to step away from the war front to try more. Sakai is pretty close. Maybe we can try there. I just have a very limited amount of options in terms of recruiting. I'm relying on taverns, because I don't have any... There's no Hatamoto around here, and there's no samurai that I'd be willing to hire. Because this is Kinai. This is Kinai culture, and Kinai sucks. Alright, please... 7 Sakai mounted samurai. That's 7 more dragoons. Excellent. Alright, I'm going to take a shortcut across the ocean. Because we have ships now. Let's use them. Alright, we'll avoid it. That's more my size. That's more my, traveling to Miki Castle again. It is daytime. I can handle these numbers. We just need to hope that we don't get a small battlefield again, because we're on farmland. We won't get the same exact battlefield again. I can guarantee you that. But if I jump on them before they build the siege camp, I can deploy my soldiers. And we still have some daylight, so I might jump on them right now. I still have 14 wounded, though. Who are the wounded soldiers? Some infantry and 7 foot gunners. That doesn't sound like a lot. But they're the captains. Like, these are the top tier foot gunners. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to decide what's... look, I can handle the battle. I can handle it. How about we wait 24 hours? If we wait 24 hours, they might build the siege camp, so I won't get to deploy my men. So that is a downside to it. But I'm going to wait till daytime. Let's hope they don't build the siege camp by then. That gives me some time to heal my soldiers up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, we're getting some daylight. They still haven't built the camp. We got 3 more. I'm doing it now, before they build the siege camp. So 3-to-1 odds. They have a distinct power advantage. Let me check their composition, because if they have a lot of cavalry, that's going to mess with stuff. Only 14? 10 cavalry, 4 horse archers. That's manageable. Because the cavalry disrupt my dragoons. We need to switch up captains now, because I said I'd do that too. There we go. So we can deploy. Let's see how big the battlefield is. It's the same one. Did I say I guarantee it wouldn't be the same one? Alright, I'm eating my words. It is the same one. Which is good. But the same problem exists. If I want to set up all the way in the back, the army will get some cover while they're cresting this hill. So I won't be able to engage them. So I can't set up back here. You know what I mean? These trees are in the way, so how about instead of getting as far back into the deployment as we can, because we can't do that, we'll just get as far to the side, I suppose. So I could set up on here, because the enemy won't get too much time to get cover here. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to engage us in a completely parallel to my formation. They're going to come at us at an angle or something, which makes it kind of irrelevant. I promise we'll start this battle. You know, while I'm talking, how about I make Jake have the commander of that? And I'm going to give Kaminari Deidi the leadership of my very small melee cav formation. I'm just going to set up right here. Just going to hope for the best. This way, my gunners can keep engaging, even if there is an infantry engagement going on right in front of them. They can still shoot over and hopefully get some kills and help the infantry while they're fighting. My melee cav formation is going to serve as a distraction. I don't care if they take a lot of losses. They're just going to distract their range formation because we need to keep those formations separated. We need to keep their infantry and their ranged apart. This is going to work. So let's get our melee cav up here. Of course, my dragoons don't start with a round loaded in the chamber, which bothers me so freaking much. They're not immediately coming at us, which is good. Okay. Oh, my European gunners are getting some shots downrange. I think it's because they're on an elevated position, they get some extra range. I see, their infantry formation is going after my melee, but they kept their range formation behind, which is actually really good. We have a range advantage on them, because they're mostly archers. Look how much attention my poor melee cav are being chased by this huge army. Just gotta keep them moving. Just flipping my melee cap to the other side of the battlefield. Playing right into our hands. Would have been just smart of them to come at us. I think they're coming at us now. Yep, they wised up. They grew a brain cell. I need to be careful. I almost just friendly fired the guy right in front of me right there. Dude, these guys look so cool. Pour it on them, boys. Let's get our melee cav back over here. Maybe we can distract them again. I think that's why they lost interest and they started attacking again, because I got my melee cav too far away. So we're thinning him out. Alright, how about we get our melee cav a little bit closer here? I don't think they're close enough. Their range formation has stopped moving. They're focusing on my melee cav. The infantry are still coming. We lost a few melee cav, but it's okay. Oh. Alright, me getting close is causing them to hesitate ever so slightly. To be very careful, though. Alright, my melee cav are almost down, but they're still here. They still exist slightly. Can't get too close. A lot of them have Yari. Doing what I can to help my men so we don't take as many losses. They're taking their sweet-ass time and engaging. Just do it. I mean, I'm happy. I'm not complaining, but I don't understand what they're doing. Maybe they're trying to get at my gunners, and they're trying to get around behind my infantry. But there's no point in me telling my men to engage. I'm just going to let them do their thing. And let's get our dragoons back. My melee cav are almost gone. There's only one left. Actually, maybe I should tell my infantry to engage. Just go get them, boys. Hurry up. This Hatamoto's being... Oh, man. He's being quadruple teamed. Alright, as long as my European gunners fared pretty well... We're down to 28. Not all of them are dead, but not amazing. the one melee cav guy is still alive. He's dueling the other one melee cav that they have. I'm giving that one guy a formal command to kill that one guy. Oh, here's Hatamoto about to get killed. Let's try to save him. I'm here, buddy. Got you. Oh. Jacob, you're still alive. I see you right there. You're easy to identify amongst your dismounted brethren. Ooh. Alright, at least it wasn't a straightforward battle. It wasn't completely straightforward. There was some maneuvering and stuff required. But it's going to be another victory. Hopefully. Look at these dragoons that lost their horses, so they just have to run around. Now, how did I miss that? Oh, these poor horses are flopping over. Ooh, it looks like these dragoons are out of ammunition. Really? Did they use all their ammo? Interesting. I might as well just tell them to engage. Go. And then I'll send my infantry in at the same time, so... So yeah, guys, we've taken a lot of losses in this battle. 31 deaths in my party. Look at this guy. Nope. Alright, they're retreating now. Now, could I have fought this battle better? Sure. It's probably like a 7 out of 10, or maybe a 6 out of 10 if I had to rate my performance. But I mean, a victory is a victory. But we did seem to lose a lot of Portuguese soldiers. I might have no choice but to go back and do some recruiting. 10 Portuguese captains died. 10 of my infantry. 10 of my dragoons, so yeah. At least the deaths were spread between all of my formations and not just one in particular. But yeah, I think I should do some recruiting, guys. Several of my troops. Oh, and we freed somebody. He's a part of the Otomo faction. You owe me one. Oh, here's a Portuguese, at least one Portuguese soldier from troops available. All right, let's take advantage of this. Another 3 Portuguese captains. Yes. Mounted Hatamoto. Damn it. No, I want the foot ones. So these are the Sakai samurai that I can turn into dragoons, so I'll take these guys. Same with them. Yeah, the Kinaija samurai, they suck. If I settle for some of this infantry, let's sort by tier. A devoted sword monk? You know what? I'll take him. He could be part of the infantry. You can have 1 monk. The only holy man in my army. Alright, you know what, guys? That's gonna have to do. I don't want to have to settle for these tier 4 samurai. At least the monk is tier 5. So we're down below 200 men in my party. So we'll do some recruiting. I don't care about generic prisoners. Alright, I'm glad that it's saving, just in case we have a crash or something. I have to start doing, like, manual autosaves, or just quick saves, because the autosave doesn't happen frequently enough. It's like, if it crashes and it's been a while since an autosave, I have a lot of ground to have to recover, you know? So after, like, very major battles, I'll try to do quick saves, just in case we do have a crash. We won't miss too much. Alright, so Koshiro Sasuke, you just got another Vigor attribute, which is going to help these skills that don't really need help, but you still have some perks to get. Well, at least in two-handed. We don't care about your one-handed, but we care about these. Alright. Let's hope that we... How many European soldiers do I have now? We're down to 42. We're below 50. How about we stop at Sakai and we stop at Kyoto and we'll check those 2 taverns. So no soldiers here. I'm probably leaving a lot of money on the table, but I'll make some of it back. I'm leaving 85 grand on the table. I don't care. Money is no object to me right now. I have almost 5 million, so I don't care about money anymore. I'll just sell what I get and take whatever the city can give me. Like, I can't be bothered to manually sell stuff. Like, that's how much I don't care about money. Please, please, please. 5 Portuguese captains. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Kyoto. Thank you so much. We're almost back over 200 again. Another army is being formed. That makes me curious. Llewellyn, are you still banging? Yep, you're still banging. T-Nex and Hattori Hanzo are a part of this army. And that big army is now attacking Sumoto Castle. They haven't started the assault yet because the defenders, there's no wounded. That's an option. That is an option. It's... I don't feel as confident anymore because we've taken so many losses. Let's go to Sakai. Try the tavern there. Seven Portuguese mercenaries. So we're over 50. Dragoons need help, and then infantry needs help, but it's not as high a priority as the dragoons, so we'll keep... Because don't forget, these cavalrymen are going to become dragoons, so I think we're okay now. We're over 200. So we can get stuck in. Let's go by sea again. It's faster. And we'll sneak by and see what situation is over here. Yeah, that's too intense. How about we pull them ashore here? Oh, no. They lost interest. I like... you know what I like? I like how we can track them from under the ocean. How is my scout tracking? What kind of track are they leaving behind on their ships? What? It's funny, though. I'm just imagining, like, men throwing things off the ship and leaving a trail of breadcrumbs for me to follow. It's the only explanation I can come up with. Alright, what's going on here? They're sticking together. I can't get them to separate. There we go. Oh, no. No. I can handle 510 regardless of what the battlefield is, but here we go. Farmland again. We're far enough away that we can run from this army, which we'll have to do. I don't think I could fight them even at full strength. I don't think I could do this. So we need to avoid them, but we're far enough away. We have daylight conditions. Let me check my composition again. We're over 200. So 40 dragoons, 54 foot gunners. I think we'll be just fine. 2-to-1 odds. They have a slight balance of power favor. Hold on, I'm gonna surrender. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to not... That was a complete accident, guys. You're going to consider this save scumming, but that's not what I meant to do. I meant to back out because I wanted to get all the men who were promoted. I wanted to get them promoted before I did that battle. I don't know why. It's just something I wanted to do. All right, how far back did that put us? That was a complete mistake, guys. I misclicked. Wasn't trying to surrender. We have to go back to Osaka to sell stuff. Okay, that's fine. And then, hopefully, those Portuguese mercenaries are still in Kyoto. So we just have to go to Kyoto, Sakai, and then move on. That's it. That's all we missed. Apologies. Let's hope they're there again and RNG hasn't changed. Alright, we already know we're leaving 80 grand on the table. I don't care. Llewellyn is still banging. Yep, the Portuguese captains are still there, which means that the Portuguese adventurers should still be in Sakai. So we didn't miss that much, guys. I'm sorry. Kojiro Sasuke. Athletics. Yep, you got your figure. And then Hattori Hanzo is about to get his engineering perk again. I promise that wasn't a save scum because I wouldn't have hit surrender. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh yeah, 8 mounted Sakai Samurai. It wasn't Portuguese adventurers. Or no, maybe it was. It switched up. It's not the same. Whatever. So we can maybe catch that other army again. How about this time we go to Sumoto Castle, and we'll just fight this army after it takes a bunch of attrition. We'll do that. Oh, and they're already doing it. There's still 182 defenders. I can afford to let them keep fighting. I'm not sure what kind of battlefield we're going to get here, so just to protect myself, give ourselves some time to reheal. I'll wait till daytime. So this time they won't take Sumoto Castle. So history has changed a little bit. Don't cut me some slack. I never save scum. Like, ever. Oh, this is a pretty small battlefield. We do have reinforcements, though, with the garrison. There's not a lot of room for my dragoons to maneuver around. It's open. It's an open battlefield, but it's a small battlefield. How did I not kill anybody right there? Alright, dragoons, get back. I don't want you involved in a melee at all. Get back. Alright, gunners, get back. Infantry, engage. All the red we're seeing is our allies. My dragoons are safe. My foot gunners are safe. Infantry, you have 98 of them. It's pretty good. How many range guys do they have left? 84s. Let's not charge into them with our infantry. Thin those guys out a little bit. JCab, I think you got taken out because I'm not seeing you here. You're not commanding your men. No, JCab, you're still up. Where are you? Let's have a ranged duel with them now. Spare the infantry. Oh, there you are, JCap. You're not in my foot gunner formation. Why? I have my foot gunner formation selected and you're not highlighted. But when I switch to my melee cap formation, now you are highlighted. What? Are you abandoning your commands, JCav? After I so generously gave you? I guess you're going native. You want to stay with the Japanese soldiers and you want to get away from your countrymen. Alright, I'll just end it. There's no point in chasing down the rest of these guys. Only 2 deaths in my party. Alright, now I have to remember to check the people that need to be promoted. I don't know why I felt the urge to do that just before the battle. I don't know why I did that. Ooh. Portuguese, 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 Portuguese. Oop, I'll take the Sakai Pistol Cavalry. So we protected a castle. We protected it this time. And here's the other army. So things are turning out better, and I promise that I didn't do that on purpose. I swear. Like, I really do. We haven't done a naval battle. Is now the best time? I think, like, I've seen it happen before because I've watched a YouTube video of a naval battle because I was curious to see how it works. All that really happens is, like, technically you can command your ship, but it's not as in-depth as, like, War Sails is. It, like, not nearly to that degree. It's just, like, each fleet, they just come at each other, and then it's just kind of chaos. I would prefer not to fight on the sea. I want to do a land battle. I was trying to come up with an excuse as to why we should do a naval battle, but I decided against it. Land battles are predictable. A naval battle would be completely unpredictable because I'm just not familiar with it. So we've been on this bridge battlefield many a time. It's a big battlefield. I'm hoping that's where we fight. I don't want a horse archer, so we have to wait to get this guy. Let's do it. We have some daylight left. Now, as we continue this war against the Mori, the armies, even if they're really big, they're not going to be as good because they have to go out and re-recruit, and by the time we see them again, their armies are slowly losing quality because all they can do is get Ashigaru in a pinch, you know? This better be the bridge battlefield. I hope it is. Please. It's a known quantity, so I can... Nope, it's not a bridge battle, but it's the next best thing. It's just comparing our armies. Like, I'm obviously smaller in terms of infantry, but I have way more cavalry. Let's check the... I can't set up all the way at the back of the map because of the elevation. Need a clear line of fire. Maybe setting up right here would be good. I think this can be traversed. This stuff can be traversed, so it's not an effective obstacle. So I won't treat it that way. But let's get set up on the side of the deployment. As long as we have a good field of fire. Yep, we have a slope in our favor. I'll try to use my melee cav effectively this time. And Jacob, I'm confirming again. Yes, you are the commander of the gunners. You better stay where I told you to stay. Got that? Getting my melee cav around here. I'll have my melee cav engage these idiots. Nice! Look at this excellent battlefield, man. I love it. Love it so much. I need to, I'm really close to their range formation. I don't want to get shot by a lucky gunner. On the Yamagata? Nice. Uh-oh. My dragoons, not being smart. Got a few of them killed just right there. Look, we can afford a mistake or two here and there. This guy with the fancy helmet. I was trying to be careful not to get friendly fire on my guys. But JCab just got a double kill. Nice. Please let me distract them. Yep. They hesitated for a sec. Oh, ouch. See, their army is slowly getting filled with half-naked guys, see? It's like, it's not just a crack army of samurai anymore. It's getting filled with chaff. I'm getting my dragoons back. They stopped right in front of my gunners. How very kind of them. And they're still just standing still? Yep. What are they doing? Are they committing ritual suicide or something? I don't know. Maybe the AI doesn't know what to do. Oh, now they decide. Alright, a lot of my melee cab got taken out, but we still have a decent amount of dragoons left. Standing here like good little soldiers. Die. Oops. Hey, boys. You see these two idiots right here? Could you please kill them? How hard is it? How hard is it for you to shoot two guys that aren't moving? Oh, there they go. Oh, look at this guy. He has a brain. Oh, no. That earned me a level up. I see a leader right there on a horse. Can I get him? Oh, just missed him. J-Cab, get your men in order. Oh, you're out of ammunition. You have your sword out. I just wanted to see if they killed the, they finished killing the leader. He was on horseback, so yeah, I think he's done. This guy has a gun. I don't do enough first-person melee. I prefer third-person in everything. I just do better. But it's not that hard. Stick him with the pointy end. There is a satisfaction to first-person kills. I feel bad for people who are playing on, like, Xbox or control. I could play with the controller. It's just so much better with a mouse keyboard. Oh my goodness. Look at all the bodies. Another haunted location. 18 deaths. A lot of them were the melee cav. I lost 7 dragoons. Or no, I lost 8 dragoons. And I lost 10 melee cav. Alright. At least my foot gunners and my infantry didn't take, like, any losses. Several of my troops could be promoted. Still haven't done that yet. The list is just going to keep getting longer and longer the more and more I forget it. Before I forget it. Yeah, it's just dragoons and Europeans. Slew many troops. Slew many troops. 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 I want to see the people that killed the Lord. Who got that accolade. None of them. None of them slew an enemy lord. It was all just from killing a bunch of guys. Alright, let's get back to friendly territory. Go back to Kyoto. I don't think I can afford to not do some recruiting. Got a lot of prisoners, though. Oh, me? Morale lost to enemy due to gun kills by troops in your formation. Huh. So, I'm leading the Dragoons. If the Dragoons get a lot of kills with their guns, that's more morale loss against the enemy. That might be useful. I'm just debating on whether or not to throw an attribute point into this. Because I can't throw any more focus points, and this will... I'll get to these last perks more quickly if I... Screw it, I'll do it. There we go. Reload speed for guns with every skill point above 200, so that'll really help my reload speed. And then I'll throw this focus point into trade. Let me check everybody else, though. Yep. Let's get back to... Let's get back to sanity. So, I mean, look how much we've been able to manage with just our party, not having to gather a huge army together. Speaking of which, are there some parties available? Llewellyn, you're available. Hattori Hanzo is available. T-Nex is available. You have... Like, T-Nex's party is not nearly full strength, but... And there seems to be a lot of available parties. I think I'm going to take Himeji. I think I'm going to do that. I wasn't paying attention the last time we were nearby. As to how many defenders there are. Llewellyn is still banging this lady. Stop banging! Alright, Sakai, Mounted Samurai. Skilled. Nope, can't take those. Can't take them. Oh, Yom. Oh, that's a... See, if I scroll too quickly, I'm gonna miss them. There we go. Sell all that crap. Osaka restocks its treasury so quickly. Now I'm leaving 100 grand on the table. Look at all this money. We have 5 million gold, guys. It's actually really nice to not have to worry about money. Like, I'm being so nice to Osaka. We need to get this at some point. I hope we fight the Hatakayama soon. I want to check diplomacy and see. 74% for going to war with them. Is it the Hatakayama? Yeah, it is. Alright, at least there's a willingness to go to war with the Hatakayama. I'm not going to do that now. Let's focus on getting Himeji first. And I'm going to summon everybody together. First, the important people. Hattori Hanzo, Llewellyn, Takeda, or T-Nex. I'll just grab everybody. Alright, Llewellyn, I hope you still have some energy after constantly having sex with that woman there. Hope you have some energy for some battle. There was some more dragoons, but they were the pistol cavalry, which is okay. Alright, no horses to buy here. Alright, let's go take Himeji. I'm looking at OBS now. I think we have just enough time to take it. And I have to remember to reduce the battle size before we do that, since it's going to be the last thing we do. Reduce it down to 500 so we don't have, like, performance issues. Because there's going to be a lot of soldiers in the battle. Because I'm bringing thousands. Alright, just get in. I have a weird feeling that while I'm doing this siege and while I'm waiting to starve them out, the Mori are gonna get their shit together and they're gonna get, like, an army to come and reinforce this. You know what I mean? Because I've been freeing all my prisoners every time we win a battle, so I'm sending them out there. I would feel more confident in doing this siege if we had, like, a few people locked up, but we don't. I might change my mind about doing this siege today, guys, because I was going to end the episode that way, but that's too late. They have too many defenders, and I'm not going to sit here for, like, 15 minutes, which is probably how long it's going to take, just to starve them out, so screw it. I'm going to disband the army. We can do it next episode. I'm going to take out this 500 army. Or maybe not. They're going to get taken out. Alright, that gives some people experience. T-Nex is probably in there, and Hattori Hanzo is probably in there. Apologies. Yeah, with just the amount of defenders here, and, like, literally 2 weeks worth of in-game time is, like, probably, yeah, like, 15 or 20 minutes of real real time of me sitting here, and I would just edit all of that out. I'm sorry, guys. We're just gonna find another battle. I'm sure there's another battle we can find. And there it is. There it is. I'm gonna quick save really quickly. Hence the name quick save. I do it quickly. I'm doing it before this battle. Just in case it crashes during the battle, so we don't have to go too far back. I'll turn the battle size back up. Do it. It's gonna be another farmland battlefield. Let's hope we don't get a small one. Hope to God I don't get a small one. They have 18 cavalry, including their horse archer. Oh my goodness, did I just get myself involved in a battle where we're gonna get immediately rushed at on a small battlefield? Nope, it's the same one. It's the big one. Okay. Huh, the deployment is a little different. It's not exactly the same. It's the same battlefield, but it's a different deployment. That'll have to suffice. It's up to my melee cav and my dragoons to do the heavy lifting. Get your butts out there. Hurry up. They're not rushing at us, so I have time to mess with this. Alright, let's get here, because I would prefer this spot here. Let's get our men moving. I'm so glad that we got this battlefield. We could have gotten completely screwed. Okay. Okay, they're set up perfectly. They're still retreating. I'm being kind of quiet because I'm taking this battle very seriously. We got all the right conditions. Big battlefield, they're not immediately rushing us, so we have time. So all of that is really good, but I'm still being very cautious. I can't afford to get taken out because I need to be able to command my men. And my melee cav can do their thing over there. Apparently I got a headshot, but I didn't kill it. Oh, I must have hit a horse. Maybe. No, I didn't hit a horse. There's like no horses over there. So yeah, again, I promise we'll do that siege next episode. How about I get Hattori Hanzo and T-Nex and Llewellyn, I get them into my army so I can properly recruit for you guys, because maybe if you guys had full parties, the numbers would have looked better against the defenders, because we would have had closer to 2,000 men, and I would have felt more confident doing that siege. So I'll just get your guys, I'll get your parties up to scratch. This guy's a gunner, but he doesn't have his gun out. What the hell? Doesn't even have a gun. Seeing a lot of naked Ashigaru in there, so their army quality is getting worse and worse every time. Because they can only scrounge together low-quality troops before we find them and before we fight them again. So they just never have time to... And every battle that they fight is a loss. They're not fighting any victorious battles, and they're not training up their men. They just all get killed. Hello, mister. Got him. Yeah, I didn't kill him, though. Oh, no, maybe I did. Maybe I did kill him. Judging by how much ammunition I have left, my Dragoons might be getting low. But I don't know how many stacks of ammunition they have. They might have 2 stacks, whereas I only have 1. I don't remember. Oni Yamagata, I should make you... Like, I should put you in the melee cap formation, but I try not to have a melee cap formation for a long time. Because you don't have a gun or anything. But you look pretty badass, man, in your armor. Alright, we're just about in range for my European gunners. Alright, they're down to 232 infantry. I'll let the Dragoons take 1 more volley into the infantry formation, then I need to get them focusing on their range formation. Alright, so that's the last volley. Get them over here to distract the ranged. And the Portuguese and my infantry are just gonna have to handle the rest of this. So half of their range formation is going after my dragoons. The other half is coming over here. Oh, I'm out of ammunition. I don't think that's ever happened before. Have I ever fought a battle where I lost all my ammo? Where I burned through all of it? Right, infantry, I don't want you engaging. Congratulations, J-Cab, you just leveled up. It looks like this guy, just from that perspective, it looked like this guy was about to shoot you in the back, Jake. That's a little tougher. First person, things are moving by a lot more quickly. Whereas I can kind of predict things. Third person a lot better. See? Just watching them drop is so satisfying. No, don't follow me. Go. Most of my dragoons are out of ammunition anyway, so let's just have them run them down. Good job, boys. A horsey lost his companion. It's one of my companion's horses. J-Cab, you're still alive. I see you. Only 12 deaths. 6 melee cav. 3 infantry. We lost our devoted monk. The one monk that we had, he died. Alright, that was fun. This has been a really fun episode. A lot of really big battles. I denied you the siege, but whatever. We'll do that. Only one of my troops got enough kills. We're gonna head back to Kyoto. I always like going to Kyoto. It's where I like ending my episodes. The capital of Japan. Alright, horse gunner. Gunner. And then a mounted samurai. So, between the episodes, I'll go down and get some more Hatamoto, because that's the most time-consuming recruit that I need to get, because I have to travel far to get him. So I'll head down to my territory. We're up to 233 party size. We started the episode with 230, so we got 3 more additional party size. So my new quartermaster is improving at their job. Still not interested in prisoners. So many damn horses. 5.2 million gold. And that's going to get it even bigger because we still have to sell our stuff. Himeji, I'll see you next episode. 1272. Yeah, that's a lot of defenders. Like I said, I'm not surprised that our allies haven't gone after this yet. And that explains it. Like, they'll go after castles all day. See, now they're going for Ikuno Castle. They'll go for castles all day because they're not as well defended. But it takes me, or like a massive size army in order to... for them to have the motivation to try to take a city. Who are these people fighting? That's the Miyoshi. Okay, pretty good save. A well-timed one. I should have done a manual save right after that battle was over. But it's just not a part of my muscle memory, so... Alright, Kyoto, we have returned. Can't take those guys. Alright. That'll do it. I'm losing my voice already. Had to clear my throat. Alright, lords and ladies, thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, Hattori Hanzo and T-Nex, you guys are sticking together. Sticking together like glue. It's good to see. Hanging out. My dudes, my bros. Are you in the city? Or are you just outside of it? Because maybe you guys are in the tavern having a drink together. Where's Llewellyn? Alright, we finally pulled Llewellyn away from his his escapades here in Uji. I'm not sure where you are, man. You must be in... No, you're right here. You're right here. Hanging out in the woods. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Lots of big battles. I promise we'll get a siege in the next episode. We are technically taking things from them, but it's not me that's doing it. It's our allies, or it's our friendly armies. It's not us. But we'll go after Himeji ourselves next episode. So I had a ton of fun. I really hope you guys had a ton of fun as well. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave your comments down below. And keep subscribing. I should have said this at the beginning, but I want to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing recently. I feel like it was just yesterday or like just last week that we hit 3,000 subs. And we're already like almost up to 3,100. Like not yet, but we're almost halfway to 3,100 already. And it's just really great to see. Thank you to everyone. I know you guys are listening, and any new subscribers, if you're listening, and to all of my current subscribers and all my long-time subscribers, thank you as well. But the channel continues to grow, so I just wanted to acknowledge all my new subs. Thank you so much for joining the channel. You won't regret it. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. I have ideas for new content that will be coming soon. I'm going to make an official announcement on my channel with regards to that. So keep your eyes open for my for any posts that I make that have to do with future content, because I have a really good idea, and I want to get you guys feedback on it. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Leave your likes, leave your comments, keep subscribing, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Episode 23 will be coming at you soon, but until then, have a good one, guys.